So don't forget. Okay, welcome everybody. We're just going to get started. We're going to roll with this. We're going to have other people that are jumping on, and that's okay, though. We'll get them caught up. This will be recorded, so you can review this later. This may be one that you want to watch 2 or 3 times. If you're a note taker, make sure that you have your notepad handy with a couple pens in case you run out of ink with one of the pens, because I'm going to talk fast and you're going to need to write fast. But in all seriousness, I'm really grateful to have you here. I'm super excited to share something that's changed my life and that we're witnessing every single day in the practice that are changing the lives of individuals and families that are coming into this practice here. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to get rolling here. And everybody carved out 3 hours of their time, right? Is that what we said? 3 hours? Just kidding. All right, let's see here. Slideshow. I want to start this from the beginning. All right, and let's start typing it up in the chat. Let's get some action going on here. One thing that I know that those who engage will get the most out of this presentation. I've been doing talks all over Northern Virginia now for almost 16 years, and the ones who get the most out of these talks are the ones that engage. Think about it. You have person A that goes to the gym and they are doing the work. They're lifting and panting and sweating. And then you have person B that's home on the couch thinking about going to the gym but doesn't actually go. Ultimately, at the end of the day, person A or person B, who is going to get those results? Type it up in the chat. And let's see, when we're in the chat, see if you can click everyone. Can you click everyone? Let me just start this off. So get that rolling. Let's light up the chat here. Hello. So you should see hello to this in the chat there. Let's get it going. Say hello. Tell me person A, person B. Go ahead. Let's get rolling in the chat. All right. Well, Lynn's saying that the chat's disabled. Well, that's interesting. I love this. You got to love the technology because Zoom is always coming out with more and more updates here. And let's see here. Disable. Well, maybe, just maybe, we might not be able to use. Oh, here we go. I hit a button there. Can anybody see? Can you use the chat now? Oh, hey, there we go. Okay, you got to love technology. And here's the deal. When it comes to losing weight, okay, and achieving your health and wellness goals, do not aim for perfection. Go for progression. Hands up if you know what I'm talking about there. Okay, awesome. Boom, boom, boom. This is very exciting because sometimes we go ahead and we hit a roadblock in life, whether it's losing weight, whether it's creating better relationships in our life, whether it's becoming stronger and more fit. Maybe we're taking on a new skill. Maybe we're looking to enhance our career, and then we hit a roadblock and then we fold. Okay. All right. I love those hands, Patty. I miss seeing everybody. I hope everybody here has had an amazing Christmas. And if you're not celebrating Christmas, if it's Hanukkah, I hope it's been amazing too, or Kwanzaa, or any other holidays. We also have another holiday in just a couple days. We're rolling in a new year. Doesn't it seem like we just started 2022? I mean, look back over this year and acknowledge yourself one thing that you did for your health. Go ahead, type it up in the chat. What's one thing over the past year that you've done to become healthier and stronger? Type it up in the chat here. What are you doing for yourself? How are you showing yourself some love over this past year? Have you been walking more? Have you been eating better? been getting adjusted regularly, you've been meditating, writing in a gratitude journal. Kira, I love that. Eating more fruits and veggies, awesome. Diana, meditation. That's right, Melody. Been seeing your chiropractor. I love it. All right. So Lynn is making a note. Change your send to everyone. Now, Lynn's bringing up a great point. If you want to get the most out of this presentation right here, make sure in your chat you are sharing. It says to everyone. Make sure you say to everyone, because you're going to be learning from others. Others are going to learn from you. And with this all together collectively, we are all going to grow together and crush it. All right, Katie, I love it. Start it in October by finding y'all. We love you. You're doing amazing. And yes, thank you, Lynn. You're the backbone of this place. This opportunity and presentation and conversation wouldn't happen without you. So, and the team. So, round of applause, Lynn. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So, why are you here? Okay, as you see that this is commitment day to have your best life at your best weight now, not tomorrow, not 3 months from now, not 3 years from now. It is now. Okay. So why are you here? Okay. All right. I love it, Patty. Got off all allergy meds using yoga, meditation, nutrition. Bravo. That's amazing. Why are you all here? What did you see in a message that I sent you, an email or text that said, yeah, I want to be here and I know I need to make a change in my life. Something's not working. I want it to work better. Why are you here? Is it simply to lose weight and then keep it off? Avoid that yo-yo up and down where you lose weight and then it comes back and so on and so forth? Are you looking to increase your energy levels in 2023? Are you walking around with all this brain fog? It's hard to concentrate, stay focused, and stay present, not only for yourself, but the people in your environment and the loved ones. Do you know that you have a lot of inflammation in the body? Maybe did you get some blood work done recently? Did you get a checkup? Was there something like cholesterol was high, blood pressure was high, inflammatory markers were high? Are you looking to reduce inflammation? What is it? Are you looking to avoid or are you looking to get off medications, avoid surgeries, put yourself on a better health trajectory to have more confidence, more certainty in your health when it comes in 2023? Because let's face it, in the last 3 years, we already knew that the definition of health and health and what it means to be healthy was already confusing. It got a lot more confusing over the past 3 years. So are you just trying to sift through the chaos? Are you looking for structure? Are you looking for a how-to guide? Are you looking for a plan? What are you looking for? Let's see here. Okay, I got all of it. Okay, awesome. You're in the right place. I'm here to get back to myself and learn new ways to be healthier and happier. You are going to find new ways to be healthier and happier here tonight. You don't have to be waiting to get started on anything. You're going to learn these things here tonight. I promise that to you. I want to feel better, feel healthier. Absolutely, Diana, you're in the right place. All right, Kira, yes, and yes. Help with inflammation, not on any meds for that, but feeling it in my joints a lot more the past 2 years. Yes, inflammation, when your joints are inflamed, they're going to feel stiff. They're going to be painful. They're going to be achy. Those are all signs of inflammation. I love it. We're ready to get started. We're ready to roll with this. So let's get going here. Super pumped. You all are committed. You're here tonight in December 29th, 2 days before New Year's Eve. New Year's Day is right around the corner. You know, we're all facing a lot of chaos when it comes to your health. I don't know if you've seen this in the news lately, probably not, because this stuff gets buried by mainstream medicine. But the actuaries of the life insurance company has shown there to be a 40% increase in all-cause mortality and death in 2021 compared to years prior. The data will come out in 2022 here shortly. But death rate, adult sudden death People are just dying. And it's not because of COVID. Just like, boom, people are dropping. And it's not getting the attention that it needs. December, January, holiday heart syndrome. Heart attacks increased 33% in the months of December and January because of all the stress, all the chaos. Because if you're not healthy, the stress and chaos will expose you. We spent $4.1 trillion in 2020 on healthcare. And we ranked 37th in the world in overall health. If it was drugs, of all the drugs in the world consumed, the United States consumed 75% of them. But yet we only have 5% of the world's population. Yet we rank 37th in overall health according to the World Health Organization. I'm not okay with that. I know you're not okay with that. That's why you're here, to learn something. Because making a commitment to live a healthy lifestyle, reduce stress, spend more time with family, it's easy. But following through and keeping that commitment can be a bit more challenging. You talked about what you accomplished, and I love that. But what is your commitment to yourself for 2023? Type it up in the chat. What are you committed to in 2023? All right, Diane, boom. Reach a healthy weight. I love it. Katie, it's clear, weight loss. And then the benefit of all that is becoming healthier in all areas of your life, not just physically, mentally, all together. I love it. What else? Yes. Absolutely. Feeling like yourself again. Have more energy. I love it. Become stronger and increase activity. Feel like there's one more person out there that wants to make a declaration to what they're committed to in 2023. Katie, I follow that example too. Be an example for my kids. Let's face it, you all are learning from me, and I'm far from perfect. Okay, from in March 2020, yeah. Here's the deal. COVID hit, all right? And this isn't just because of COVID. It's because of stress in my life. It is not the first time, but it happened to me again. You see, I come from a long history of addicts in my family. Alcohol seems to be the thing. I've been 17 years sober myself. So I know the power of addiction. I know the power of addiction to alcohol. I know the power of addiction in other areas of life, and especially when it comes to food. Because when I get stressed, I go to the pantry. I look for ways to comfort myself. So in 2020, with all the stress that's been going on, all the uncertainty, the unknowns, all this that's happening, I found myself stress eating. You know, for the most part, I do great throughout the day, but it was something around 9 o'clock at night. There was like this little gremlin on my shoulder telling me that it would be a good idea to go to the pantry. It's like you go to the pantry and you go to grab something, maybe it's some cookies, a sweet snack, chips. You know, you're trying to do the portion control thing. It's like, I'll grab 2 cookies, leave the box there. Let me just grab a small bowl, I'll put some chips in it, so on and so forth. And next thing you know, I found leaving the bowl in the pantry and grabbing the bag with me. And then it's like, right when I got done finishing the bag, it was like, why? Why did I do this? Tomorrow will be different, right? I'm going to stop doing this. And then very quickly, I noticed that my pants weren't fitting properly. My shirts became a bit tighter. I noticed that I wasn't as on fire in my body with energy. I noticed it become a little bit more sluggish, harder to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. It felt like more of a chore. I noticed that my joints were becoming stiffer. My knees, my feet, my back was becoming achier. I was feeling older by the second, but I always knew that tomorrow would be different until it wasn't. And then I realized like 20 pounds later, it's like something's got to change, because the stats show the people that are most vulnerable to viruses like COVID, SARS-CoV-2 are the ones that are overweight, have high blood pressure. They have other comorbidities that predispose them to heart disease, cancer, diabetes, obesity. It is clear that when you have visceral fat, the fat around your waist that you're carrying, you predispose your body to heart disease, cancer, diabetes, obesity, Alzheimer's, autoimmune disorders, all those things. So this is about taking control of your health. This is about making a commitment to everything that you're saying so that you can have the things that you desire. And it starts today. What keeps us from that? It's called self-sabotage. Hands up if you know about any of those self-sabotaging behaviors. Because the deal is that we behave based on beliefs, and our outcomes, your health or lack thereof, that those results are based off of your behaviors. Well, what drives your behaviors? Well, it's your beliefs. And the most common self-sabotaging behaviors. I heard a doctor once say that procrastination is a thief of health. Maybe tomorrow to go away. Maybe tomorrow it will get better. I'll wait till tomorrow to do this. And then self-medication. This is sedation. This is drugs. This would be legal or illegal. Alcohol, comfort eating. Could be porn, gambling, shopping, all these things. Self-medication. So here's some steps to avoid that self-sabotage. I love what ACT means. Action changes things. You know, we need to identify what's causing the behavior. We must look at the mindset. Give up the dwelling. If only I had more time. If only I had more money. If only I had a different job. If only. We are giving away power when we look at we don't have enough time. If we don't have enough money. If we have a different job. Or if the weather was better. Or if the traffic patterns. If only all those things keep you stuck where you're at. You know you have the time. You know that you have the resources. There are things that you are buying right at this moment, no judgment here, but you know that are self-sabotaging you and keeping you stuck exactly right where you are. You could be taking those resources and investing it into your health and wellness. You're looking at all these excuses and reasons for not to succeed. Well, we're here to change that for you because I know you're here because you're committed to your health. I know you are an action taker and you're seeking results. You know that something needs to change because the cost of not changing is more. So these self-sabotaging thoughts can follow us for decades. Mothers, fathers, preachers, teachers embed these thoughts, they say, by age 6 or 7. And the problem is they don't lead to the action. Well, they lead to action. They don't lead to the right action that drives you towards the outcomes that you desire. So the solution is adopting a new mindset. You can't go back and change the past. So beating yourself up about what you didn't do or what you were doing that led you to where you're at today isn't necessarily going to help you, but you can influence your future. And we can create a plan about what lessons you've learned in your life so that you have better health, a better weight, better relationships in your life, better career or connection to God, self-image, self-esteem, whatever your goal is. So how to the steps to avoid this, how to avoid it? Well, we need to become aware. Awareness is key. Recognize and stop lying to yourself. Become aware of what's going on and tell yourself the truth. There's a lot of power in telling yourself the truth. A lot of times say like, it's really not that bad. You know, it's like, I'm not in the hospital, or like, it's not as bad as my friend. Wow, you should see or hear what he is going through. We start comparing, we start minimizing things, or oh, I'm so busy taking care of everybody else. I don't have time for me. We need to get intimate with what your fear is. What are you afraid of? What's scaring you? And why is it scaring you from moving forward? Maybe you tried something in the past and it failed. So you're afraid of failing again. And it's about recommitting to your goals every day. I love to say that today is the only day that you need to commit to yourself and your health, and your well-being. But every day, make a commitment to yourself. Do less better. Start focusing on the relevant actions of your life. More is not better. And get an accountability partner or coach, somebody to hold you accountable to the things that you said that you're committed to. So is this you starting tomorrow? I'll stop this and start that. So you just ate, we talked about the potato chips. Well, here's the cookies. Just ate a box of Oreos. What do? You feel terrible. Tomorrow, you swear it's going to be the last time. And tomorrow you take action, but it's never tomorrow. And we just stay stuck in this loop. Or we come out of this pit of pain that we're in just enough to say, okay, I feel good about myself, only to fall back in the pit again. And this is the definition of insanity. Continue to do the exact same things over and over and over and expecting a different result. And you're wanting the clean slate. You're wanting it to be now in order to motivate you. But what if that clean slate could start right now? What if you don't have to wait till tomorrow? What if it doesn't have to be perfect? What if you could just say, all right, today, this moment, in the next minute or two, I'm going to make this commitment for this clean slate. So we start focusing on what to do and what not to do. This is where we start to create a start doing and stop doing list here. Here's steps to avoid self-sabotage. So if you take a look at what's driving your stories, there's a lot of emotions behind it. So I want you to consider at this moment, when it comes to your body, what's working in your life right now. So go ahead, type it up in the chat. Be bold, be brave. Talk about what is working for you right now. Beautiful melody. Absolutely. Less pain than 2 months ago. Fantastic. Okay, Katie, I'm going to have you consider, just take a look at what life was like prior to when you got started here and look at all the gains, the success that you had so far. It doesn't mean that you've hit your ultimate goal yet. We're working on that. But take a look at the gains. So I'm going to help nudge you on that one because I know there are things that are working better for you. Diana, that's fantastic. Finding the time to exercise even when you're tired. I was just reading about it today, that your mind responds, your body responds to your mind. So when it comes to losing weight, and my most successful clients on this program here, this system here, they have the mindset because your body will respond to your mind. A lot of times we become a victim. We become disempowered when our mind is responding to our body. But if we have the right mindset, our body will respond. I like it, Diane. Absolutely. You just came out of an amazing season at work. You have a break right now. This is regroup, recharge. This is about you. Yeah, I like it, Diana. Absolutely. You go and you schedule your classes before you go, so you know you're committed, so you have accountability there. Love it, Lynn. Structured, scheduled workouts. And that's right, Katie. So everybody, I want everybody to know this concept too. We talk about the gap and the gain. For most people, I'm raising both of my hands for this. It's all about the gap. You have some future goal and you're only focusing on that goal. And when you do not, and you're not at that destination, you continue to be unhappy because you're not there. And it's like frustration. And you're like, why am I not there? And you're still achieving it, but then you become frustrated, become deflated, and then you start to lose momentum. You'll never find happiness in the gap. Where you'll find the happiness is in the gain. If you rewind a little bit and look at where you were to where you're at today and you focus on the positives, you're going to start to see happiness, joy, fulfillment start to open up. That will fuel you as you move towards your goals in the gap. I love it. Great mindset there, Patty. Okay. So what about in your body? What's not working for you? Let's talk about that. What's not working? Is it the way you're feeling? Is it the sluggishness? Is it your energy? Is it pain in your body? Is it not as active as you want to be? You're unfocused, distracted? Are you stressed out? Your body is like stressed to the max. What's not working at this moment for you? Take some time for yourself here. One of the greatest gifts I get when I go to a workshop and I hear somebody speak is what's called thinking time. I get some space to think about where I'm at in my life, because most of the time we are just going, and we're like a pinball in a pinball machine. We are reacting to everything that's going around us. And not often enough are we taking the time to have the space for us. We are pouring from an empty cup that we are trying to give when we're empty. I know that from personal experience. That doesn't work out too well. Edward, I think I understand what you're saying. What's not working is your way. You know, I've been there. You know, it's like, hey, I know exactly what's best. I know what to do. I'm just going to do it my way, and I'm going to see how that goes. So if that's what you're meaning, I relate. Yeah, Diana, the eating habits. Okay, Melody, I see you. Get it? Yeah, sleep, joint pain, energy, focus. Yeah, it's time to refill the bucket. I just, you know, bravo. I want to, you know, honor each and every one of you for playing full out here. This is exactly how you are going to win in 2023. And I'm honored to come alongside you and support you in any way that I can. But just the fact that you're here, you're playing full out, tells me a lot. Yep. I see you, Katie. Got it. Okay. This is huge in any area of your life, because what's working or not working in your body will spill over into then your relationship with yourself, your self-image, your self-esteem, your relationship to God. Like all this will be impacted when the body piece isn't right. Your purpose is going to feel off. You're wondering, why do I even exist? What am I doing this for? What's the end game here? So that becomes clouded. Then we take a look at how your body goes determines your relationships. I know that for myself. When I'm stress eating, when stress eating, mindlessly eating, then I'm not present with my family. I'm setting a bad example for them. I'm sedating. I'm trying to get comfort. But then I'm with them, but I'm not even present with them. I'm not even focused. And they know it. And I know you know that feeling. You know when someone is present with you. You also know when someone's not present with you. And if that's true, which I believe it is, then you also know when you're not present with somebody around you. Unfortunately, for most, it takes a wake-up call to get your attention. But we don't have to wait for the crisis to show up. We can make a decision tonight. And we don't have to wait for the crisis to show up. We could choose to increase our health, our well-being from the inside out. And we know that our relationship with ourself and our happiness and our joy from within, and the relationships that we hold dear on the outside of us, and then when it comes to business, career, money, all those things start to go up when you start to become healthier from the inside out. Hands up if you know that to be true. Okay. So a key aspect in this, and it's a Nobel Prize winner. This is technology of accountability increases your odds of success tremendously. So number one, here's some tips here. Believe it. What negative patterns or beliefs have you created? Have you become hardened because you tried something in the past and it didn't work out, or you had success, but then you gained it all back? Or are you just stuck in the stinking thinking? Are you in a negative environment? What are the negative patterns, the self-sabotaging beliefs that you've created? The thoughts you choose and the beliefs that you have affect your ability to embrace the challenge of health and declare your success. I'm here to tell you, I did it. I know you can do it too. And every day we see miracles happening and people's lives being transformed through the sprint set system. Men and women, their lives changing. Karen, 71, over 62 pounds healthier in the last 140 days. We have the measurements to prove how our visceral fat is 6 points healthier. Body composition analysis changing. Her metabolic age at 71 is becoming better. She's less toxic. She has more energy. I'm telling you, there's amazing transformation. Charlie, married, father of two young kids, 42 pounds healthier. He is actually 8 pounds lighter than his wrestling weight in high school. Dude is on fire, supercharged here. I know that you can do this. So if there's that stinking thinking, you're going to have the support that you need and an opportunity to rewrite those beliefs to more positive, encouraging, truth-filled beliefs. And number two, pump it up. How long should it take to change a behavior or replace a new one? Well, the research shows that anywhere from 45 to 90 days. How you do this is create SMART goals. SMART goals should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. So I wrote some out for you to give you an example of what could the possibility be for you in 2023. So a specific goal is I will eat clean Monday to Friday. I will have protocols in place that I've learned from Sprint Set. I will increase my walking Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 30 minutes. That's a very specific goal. Measurable is I'll record my food intake and exercise in a journal daily. The power of the pen, writing it down. Attainable is, are those goals attainable? Yeah, absolutely. Very, very reasonable. Now, we want to ask, is the goal relevant? Well, eating clean Monday to Friday will ensure that you'll continue to maintain your weight and your health goals. Exercise will ensure not only that you're consuming a healthy diet, but that you're reducing stress levels and getting proper sleep. Sleep is key when it comes to losing weight, really being healthier. And time-based, I'll continue this plan for the next 6 weeks. I'll reassess once completed and the goal has been attained. It's possible. Do you see it? Hands up if you see this. Okay. So let's go to tip number 3. Slow down. As they say, slow down to speed up. Sometimes you can be moving so fast that you're missing the obvious. So can eating too fast cause you to gain weight? Well, What I could tell you is that I am the last one to finish my plate at the dinner table with my family. Kind of a joke in the house. I'm not sure that I'm really focused on it, but what I do know is that I slow down when I'm eating. This has been shown to have a positive impact on your weight. So the solution, sit at the table, not distracted by electronics, TV, or phone. What are you rushing off to? Are you actually spending time with the people that you love the most, if they're there in the same house? Mindful eating. This was a big one for me because I was reaching for things mindlessly, just, and it was never enough. Chew 30 to 40 times before swallowing. This is going to help release the enzymes at the beginning of your digestive tract, which is in your mouth. As the food makes its way down your esophagus into your stomach, to help break it down more so that your body can use those nutrients to help repair and replenish your body. Tip number 4, get moving. Sitting is the new smoking. Just 3 hours of sitting a day does the exact same thing to your spine and nervous system as what sugar does to your teeth. So yes, sitting is dangerous for your health. 16 studies in the last 18 years have shown how sitting is just as detrimental to your health as smoking. And we all know how bad smoking is for our health. The average adult sits 9 to 11 hours a day. Is this you? Studies show that those who sit longer are more likely to be overweight and have higher risks of chronic disease and early death. What do we say? 40% increase in adult onset sudden death, 2021. Now, why is moving important? Because it helps also regulate and maintain proper stress hormones in your body. It helps you decompress, and it helps with the hormones. So walk at least 30 minutes a day and get up every 15 to 30 minutes and stretch. Now, when you're doing that, you don't need to do that for an hour, but what I'm talking about is just straight up and down, get up and down like that, stand up, stretch, just move a little bit, goes a long way. Have a drink. How much water do you think you need per day? Any ideas? How much water do you think you need per day? We're going to see who's been paying attention. We've taught this one before. Yeah, a lot. That's for sure. Half your body weight. That's right. Half your body weight in ounces. So wherever you're at, work towards that goal. Water is critical for all bodily functions, including digestion and elimination. I cannot emphasize this enough. During your body composition analysis, we're able to measure body water hydration. We can actually see is that if your cells are getting enough water, you could be drinking half your body weight in ounces, but if the water can't get into your cells, your body's going to stay toxic and inflamed. So water is critical, but it's also critical to get into your body. And through the sprint set system, you're going to have the nutrients required to unlock the cells so the water gets in. It'll boost your metabolism. It'll cleanse your body of toxins. It'll also act as an appetite suppressant. So you don't need to be buying any of these pills and things like that that maybe aren't proven or not safe. They might suppress your appetite, but are they really healthy? How about give yourself a break? And I'm not talking about a Kit Kat. I want you to carry a water bottle. Having a water bottle. I love the water bottles that have the time on it, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12, 2, they go like that. And then just helps mark out the water. Because if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. I know that for me. If I don't have my water bottle around, I'm probably not going to drink as much as I need. A way to really help digestion is to add fresh lemon and lime or fruits to help jazz it up. And are meals high in carbs? Are your meals high in carbs and bad fats? So you're going to look to add proteins, healthy fats, and veggies instead, because it's going to reduce cravings. A lot of times we're eating and drinking quote unquote food. It's amazing what we get away with today by calling food. But a lot of the things that we eat, a lot of things that we drink are actually promoting more food cravings. So we're going to want more of it. It's kind of this like endless feedback loop. Portion control is important. So the amount that you're going to be eating. Be selective, not rigid. And then cut back on taste testing. A lot of times we see a lot, well, we're just going to have a little, but we have a little of a lot of things that are high in carbs and have a lot of bad fats that end up working against us. So it's time to renew. How is lack of sleep linked to weight gain? Well, if you're not getting the proper sleep, see, in your body, you have what's known as circadian rhythms. And there's a rhythm to your body, when to go to bed, when to wake up, when to start eating, when to stop eating, when to exercise, when not to exercise. The lack of sleep will increase levels of the hunger hormone called ghrelin and decrease levels of the satiety and fullness hormone called leptin. This could lead to overeating and weight gain. And all these artificial lights around here disrupt ghrelin and leptin also. This is going to cause you to crave carbs. Remember me as the case study, around 9 o'clock at night, watching something on my phone, watching the TV, the blue light, all the excitement from the day. All of a sudden, it's a good idea to go to the pantry. And what are we looking for? We're not looking for the apple. We're not looking for the blueberries. We're not looking for the kale. We're not looking for the spinach. We're looking for that instant gratification, the quick carbs, the bad fats that give us that instant comfort. But ultimately, at the end of the day, are causing more cravings that then lead to the belly fat, weight gain, the visceral fat. So consider avoiding electronics 1 to 2 hours prior to bedtime. Stop eating 2 to 3 hours prior to bedtime, because 10 to 2 are the hours our bodies heal and restore. So what are you doing between 10 and 2? Are you in bed? Are you in deep sleep? Are you on your phone? Are you eating? What are we doing? Because ultimately, we need to quiet the soul. We need to de-stress. Because a lot of times our outward behaviors is a reflection of our soul crying out for help. Studies show that high and sustained stress levels are linked to the belly fat. If you think about it, when you're in stress, it's a survival mechanism because your body is thinking a famine is coming. So it wants to store belly fat for the time that you're going to be in a famine. But when was the last time we had a famine in the United States? We're never in a famine. Always have more than enough. So the solution, address the 3 T's. Thoughts, toxins, traumas. These are the stressors in your life that are causing the symptoms that you're experiencing, the pain that's leading to the illness and disease. And how about breathing? Getting into some meditation, box breathing. It's always really good. Turn down the lights, turn on some calming music. There's a lot of great apps out there. There's Headspace, there's Calm app. And then reduce caffeine intake. A lot of times we're tired. So what do we do to compensate for feeling that fatigue? We artificially enhance our energy by drinking more caffeine. But all the while, it disrupts those hormones, increases the stress hormones, which is going to cause you to crave carbs more, and you're just going to want to eat more and more and more. So happy New Year. 2023 is right around the corner. This is set up to be the best year of your life. So what do we do to embrace, move, renew, and nourish for the new year? Practice mindful eating. Nourish without distractions, including work and electronics. Eat slowly, chew your food thoroughly, which will allow you to better recognize your body's signals of fullness and consume fewer calories. Don't skip meals. Skipping meals in anticipation of saving room for the big meal will work against you. This slows metabolism and can trigger overeating. Water is critical for all bodily functions. Stay hydrated. This will help digestion. This will help elimination, boost your metabolism, cleanse your body of toxins, and also acts as an appetite suppressant. So how about you? Where are you at? What goals do you have? Because at the end of the day, I can tell you this, those folks that I sit down and we start to get into the heart of the why that you want to lose the weight. Saying that you want to lose 30 pounds or 20 pounds or 40 pounds or whatever that is for you is nice. I get it. It's a nice number. We can set a SMART goal and then we can work on achieving it. But those that get the best results, those that are the most committed, those that make a decision and will do whatever it takes to achieve their ideal body weight and the goals that they set forth are anchored deeply into the deep why. So what is that for you? What is your deep why? Why do you want to lose the weight? What will that, if we march down the road 6 months from now and you were 30 pounds healthier, what would the 30 pounds healthier give you if we were to march down the road 4 months from now and you had less stiffness and achiness and pain in your body? What would that give you? If 3 months from now you woke up and had abundant energy, more energy than ever before, and even to the point where you're coming in to see me and saying, Dr. Brandon, I need you to turn down the energy. I have so much energy. What would that give you? If you started to have more health and you started to have more happiness and joy and fulfillment in your life, what would that give you? What's that worth to you? What's it worth being able to be there for your kids, to be able to participate whatever season you're in? If you have newborns, if you have toddlers, if you have adolescents, young adults, whatever season you're in, what would that give you? If you want to be free to have the confidence and certainty to be able to do the things that you need to do, family, work, project, gardening, hobbies, home projects, do the things that you want to do, exercise, travel, vacation with the people that you love, to have the power to be able to accomplish the things that you want in 2023, what would that give you? What would it mean if you had more power, if you had more access to pure power in 2023 than you did previous years? What would that give you? What if you're able to be more productive? What if you were able to be more prosperous? What if you were able to be more on purpose and fire in life over the next year than you were in the last decade combined? What's that worth to you? Tell me, what is the cost of not taking action today? Okay. We have some before and afters. Transformation. 87.8 pounds, 15.3% body fat, 9.8% body fat, 39.7 pounds. £17 pounds healthier. Daisy loves to dance. She connects her soul to dancing. So much joy, fulfillment. It's a way that she can authentically express herself. She has more energy to be able to keep up with the dancing that she loves and wants to do. She's feeling better about herself in front of the mirror, in front of her fiance, which, by the way, she just got engaged. How awesome is that? To have your body on fire, to feel good about the clothes that you're in, to have the image when you look in front of the mirror, to have the confidence, the certainty, and be able to do the things that you need and want to do. Feel really good about it. Jeff, 38.4 pounds healthier, 9.4% loss in body weight. More energy, knees feeling better, avoiding surgery, adapting to stress better throughout the day, to be able to ensure that he is as healthy as possible for the day that he has grandchildren. These are the big whys that we're going to uncover for you. What is it that's pulling you towards a healthier 2023? Love it. Going deep here. Yes.
Before I start the sprint set.
Okay. Turn up the volume on your computer, please. I have it up here. Got a short little video as we wrap up.
Before I started the sprint set system, I was very tired.
Physically, I used to feel as if sometimes I was carrying more than one person.
I was literally taking pain medication every single morning just to be able to get out of bed and be able to function.
I have tried different weight loss systems in the past. Like you can't just play.
Now it's day 47 of my sprint set. I've lost 29.8 pounds.
I've lost between 35 to 40.
I lost went over 35 pounds, lost a total of 87 pounds.
I feel like younger. I feel more energetic. Like I feel like I did 20 years ago.
My metabolism rate has gone up drastically. All the visceral fats and all those things, the level has gone down considerably. I feel better. The pain and aches that I've had are all gone. I've done the medical work and gotten the blood work done, and all of my numbers have drastically changed. No longer in the red zone for anything.
Know that someone is there being your cheerleader is really inspiring.
Sprint set is different because you have one-on-one coaching. You can contact your coach at all times. You can ask them questions.
I would say to someone who feels like they've given up, they've lost all hope, and they've tried it all. I was there. You haven't tried it. You haven't tried this.
Okay. Each and every one of you that are here watching, my gift to you is a complimentary body composition analysis. We're going to sit down. We're going to talk about your why. What is the deep why? Why do you want to be healthier in 2023? We're going to do a body composition analysis to look at the facts of where you're at. And then we're going to determine if you're the right fit, and this is the right fit for you to help you achieve your goals for 2023. In closing, I want to share an amazing story about a birthday celebration that I heard from this family. I love this tradition. This tradition the family shared was when whatever birthday that you're turning, so let's say you turn 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, that's how many candles you get on your birthday cake. So Dad was turning 40 this year. The family brought out a big chocolate cake with 40 candles on it. Dad's sitting down, family's gathered around, they bring it over to dad, they set it down in front of him, the candles going, everybody's hooting and hollering, woo! Congratulations, dad, dad's turning 40. So dad reaches in his pocket, pulls out a list, and he goes through 40 wishes that he had for his birthday. Number 1, we're going to Disney World, woo! Everybody's super excited, they're clapping, hooting and hollering. Then, wish number 2, dad's getting a sports car this year. Oh yeah, everybody's hooting and hollering. Wish number 3, we're going to Europe. We're going to take a week-long vacation. Here we go. We're going to do this. Go on, 40 wishes, epic year. 41 comes around. Family prepares. Big chocolate cake, but with 1 extra candle on it, 41. Everybody's gathered around dad this year, hooting and hollering. They're so excited to hear about his list of birthday wishes. This year, though, dad pulls out a little sticky note from his pocket. You see, this past year, dad was diagnosed with cancer. When you have your health, you have many wishes. When you don't have your health, you have just 1 wish. My mission is to help you and your family have as many wishes as possible to be able to achieve the life of health, happiness, prosperity that you desire, that for however many years you're on this planet, you get to experience life at its fullest and get to play full out, doing the things that you want and love to do with the people you love doing them with. Commitment Day. You're not making a commitment to me. You're making a commitment to you. You're making a commitment to the brighter future that you've envisioned in 2023. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to go ahead and get out your cell phone. Very simple here. Now, I can only speak to the iPhone. If you have an Android, I don't know how that works, but it should be pretty easy. I mean, with the iPhone, you just hit the camera and then hold your camera up to the QR code right there. And then click on it, and it's going to take you to my calendar. I've opened up special time slots for you tomorrow and Saturday. I need about 45 minutes for you and me, some space to dive into this. I can promise you it is extremely powerful. And we're going to have an opportunity to set a path for you for 2023 of how to take your life from where you're at this moment to the goals that you've set for this upcoming year. Now, if you're joining us outside of the area, which I believe I have at least 1 person here tonight, we can do this remotely and through Zoom. We'll set up a meeting through Zoom and we can do this. That's not a problem. But for the rest of you that's in the area here, go ahead, scan the QR code. Let's sit down. Let's talk about your big why. Let's take a look at the facts of where you're at. And let's set a plan and a path forward based on our findings and your goals to help you get there. Help get you there in the least amount of time, money, and energy so that you can have the health, the strength, the confidence, the certainty, and dramatically minimize your chances of needing any drugs and surgery. God bless you. Thank you for being here tonight. It's been an honor to serve you. I'll have the replay up. within the next couple days, so you'll have it there for reference. So you can take a look at all those tips. Have yourself a great night. God bless. Happy New Year. And I'll see you in the next couple days. Thank you.